On December the 7th, Britain celebrated its first ever Small Business Saturday, the culmination of a long campaign to urge consumers to spend money at small independent shops and firms. Touring the country by bus, organisers were delighted at the interest they encountered.
The Prime Minister's a big supporter, Vince Cable is a big supporter. Really, we've just had universal support from all parties at all different levels of government, and it's been absolutely fantastic.
It was Chuka Umunna, the Labour Shadow Business Secretary, who first proposed the idea.
Basically, it is a day of celebration in the US on their busiest shopping Saturday of the year, which is the first Saturday after Thanksgiving, where they celebrate what small businesses do for their communities and make a special effort to actually go and spend their money with small local independent businesses. And that helped push in 2012 $5.5 billion worth of spending in small businesses. Now, I saw this and thought, this is absolutely fantastic. It's a no-brainer. We must do this in the UK.
Although consumers like the idea of small independent businesses, they increasingly shop in out-of-town superstores, shopping malls, and at online giants like Amazon. High streets in many towns are dying. So why are politicians battling for small business affections? 3 things explain it. Only 1 in 5 British people say they trust those who run big businesses, even less than trust their MPs. But politicians are competing on economic credibility, so they need to show they understand and support the private sector. Local, uncontroversial small businesses are the ideal cause. Second, small business is relevant to another big debate in British politics at the moment: social mobility. Britain's cabinet is unusually privileged, so ministers in the Conservative government talk lots about helping those from less fortunate backgrounds to get on in life, by setting up and growing their own businesses, for example. Opposition politicians like Chuka Umunna claim that this is Labour's territory.
The US is instructive here because everybody knows about the American dream, the sense of the small guy taken on the world, starting up, setting up and going on and succeeding, and it's revered and it's talked about in the US. Now, I think we have a British dream too, which is every bit as strong and in many respects I'd argue more possible as a concept than it is in the US here in the UK, but we don't really talk about it, we don't really celebrate it.
The third and most important factor driving small business up the agenda is the battle dominating British politics. Which side is most willing to support the little guy over powerful vested interests? Many small business owners say that big companies have unfair advantages. Raj Singh is one.
I think there are a whole lot of challenges facing small business today, and not helped, of course, by the terrible economic conditions that we have. So if I look for myself personally, the sorts of things that we have to get involved in are things like RTI, so real-time information we need to provide to the government about our payroll, paying those things. That's complicated and difficult to maintain, expensive too. There are a lot of rules around business rates that are unclear and vary from location to location. And I think overall, one of the things that really is difficult for us is actually working with larger businesses and with government. So the rules and regulations that one has to go through in order to be able to qualify, to be able to work with them, have not changed for a while, and they do need to be improved.
Labour wants to make the next election about these sorts of issues, about supporting people like Mr. Singh.
You know, this isn't about propping up. When people talk about, oh, you're just seeking to prop up small businesses, I actually think that's incredibly patronising. I don't think small businesses want to be propped up. What I think they do want is they want some support and recognition of what it is that they do under very, very difficult circumstances.
Its organisers claim Small Business Saturday was a great success. A survey they conducted showed that almost half of all British adults were aware of it, and that these consumers spent some £500 million in small business on the day. Proof that even if small businesses attract fewer regular customers most days of the year, they remain powerful, politically and culturally, if not commercially.